What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a credit card option for you guys that might need some emergency funds for some reason, or maybe you're trying to build credit and you're having trouble getting options that will approve you to be able to start trying to build up your credit. So whatever those situations are, this may be an option for you. It's something that actually won't affect your personal credit score to apply for. So, let's start talking about them and why they're here to help you. But if you don't know me, I'm Will Frazier, your business and credit expert. And if you're interested in learning more information about improving your personal credit, finding options to use for, your personal funding needs like credit cards and loans, or learning business strategies and options to fund your business, then you probably are going to want to subscribe to the channel. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I put out, just like this one. So now, we're going to be talking about OppFi card today. And OppFi is connected to OppLoans. So we're going to talk about them in the next few days, but we're going to talk about this OppFi card today. So let's learn more about, what their mission is and what it is that they're trying to do with this card. So OppFi's mission is to expand financial access to millions of everyday consumers who are locked out of traditional financial products, of which about 60 million US adults lack access to credit of choice. OppFi card is the next product phase to fulfill this need. OppFi card can bridge the gap and help graduate consumers closer to mainstream credit options with simple revolving credit that can improve their financial health. So their goal is to help those that don't have access. Why or who do they help? They're helping 150 million Americans that have less than $1,000 in their savings, 115 million that live paycheck to paycheck, and about 60 million who lack access to credit. And they're focusing on them because consumers need access to credit. And they say about 54% of consumers experience financial emergencies a few times a year. About 58% of consumers have less than $1,000 in savings. 72% have been denied a line of credit or bank product, and 51% have been denied a personal loan in the past year. So for all of these reasons, this is why they want to focus on this group of individuals, because they feel like they can help get them access to credit for those emergencies that they need. And let's dive deeper into this product that they're talking about here. So they created this not too long ago, the OppFi card. So meet the new OppFi card, use your credit card the same day you are approved. So you can actually start using this without having to wait for it to come in the mail. As soon as you get approved, you can start using this instantly, and you'll see how in just a second. So basically, the card is a $1,000 credit limit with 35.99 APR and a $99 annual fee if approved. Now, just to give you some insight on that, because of course a high interest rate on a credit card is going to sound atrocious. It's going to sound like something that you really don't want to deal with. As far as the annual fee goes, most times if you don't have your credit in a good place, you're probably going to get an annual fee on a credit card. Even if you get a secured credit card, a lot of options out there still have an annual fee. There are some without, but most of them do. Now, as far as the interest rate is concerned, with any credit card, it doesn't matter if it's 120% APR. As long as you pay off that card within the time frame that they allot, which is usually 25 to 30 days from when you added that balance to the card, then you absolutely pay no interest. You just have to pay off the balance. You're only paying that percentage on any balances that you keep beyond that time frame. So you can avoid whatever interest they're charging you just by doing that. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about the high interest rates on a credit card. Now, for this credit card, there's no security deposit required. So it's not like a secure credit card where you do have to put down a down payment, but this one you don't have to worry about any down payment at all. And it's no impact to your FICO score when you apply. And more details on that in just a second, so make sure you stick around. Now, they also offer contactless payments, and you can do that through Apple Pay or Google Pay at checkout. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So how does it work? You apply online or in the OppFi card app with no impact to your FICO score. So you can just download the app in Apple Play Store, in the Apple Store or in the Google Play Store to actually start filling this out and applying. Then they review you. Don't worry, if your credit is less than perfect, we consider your bank account and employment history for approval decisions. So they'll look at your cash flow coming in and out of your bank account and your length of employment history, stuff like that, in order to really make their decision on if they're going to approve you for the card or not. And then after that, once you get the approval, you can start spending. You can start spending the same day if you're approved for access by accessing your full card information in the app or by adding it to your Apple Pay or your Google Pay. So again, that's how you'll be able to actually get access to that. Now, you can build credit history with this. If you're wondering, they report all payment history to all 3 major credit bureaus, and of course those on-time payments are going to help you to build up your credit score while keeping a low balance on this card as well. You don't want to go max it out unless I know some of you might be wanting to use it for an emergency. That's usually not the best position to be in, especially if you are trying to help your credit at the same time, because maxing it out is not going to help you to build your credit score. It can actually help to lower your credit score. So if you do need this for an actual emergency and this is something you have to do, then I understand. Go ahead and do that, but try to get the balance down as soon as you can. You want it to be under 30%, ideally under 10% of the credit limit. So keep that in mind while you are using this actual credit card option. They have 100% US-based support, so you can reach a US-based representative by email or phone for any application or account need. So if you usually struggle with calling into customer service and you struggle to kind of understand the person that you may be talking to that may not be US-based, then you don't have to worry about that with this card. And you can also freeze this card if you lose it or if it's stolen and you need to try to replace it. And again, you can go to the Play Store to check out the actual application for this card. Now, also just important to note down here that subject to credit approval and verification. So they will check your credit, but you will not get a hard pull on your credit from the 3 major credit bureaus. And when they are doing that credit check for verification purposes, OppFi card may use the credit report information provided by Clarity Services. Now, Clarity Services is like one of those secondary credit bureaus or databases. So basically they house personal information about you as well. I actually did a video talking about the secondary bureaus that are out there. There are about over 50 different ones, or about 50 different ones. So make sure you check out that video to learn more about Clarity Services and some of the others that are out there, and Experian as part of the application process to determine your credit worthiness. Neither credit inquiry will appear as a hard credit inquiry on your Experian credit report, and therefore your application will not affect your FICO score. So if you apply for this, you will see an inquiry. This inquiry will not affect your credit score because it will be a soft pull and not a hard pull. Keep that in mind. You will not be damaging your credit by them checking that at all because it is a soft pull. So keep that in mind. Now, if this seemed like an option that's going to be good and helpful to you, make sure to go down to the description of this video, click the link so you can go ahead and check them out, or go to your app store and check them out. Hopefully you find this information useful. If so, make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any other videos I put out just like this one. And again, I thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.